That's the sobs of Tay as we had to endure Shy's eating.
Hey.
So welcome back.
It was more of you laughing about the fact that a person lost a loaf of bread.
It's easy to do.
Our parents ate it or something. There's no
Did
way.
you just say it's easy to lose a loaf of bread?
No,
Yeah,
He'll
I
buy
lose
a
them.
loaf of
I
bread
lose them
and I'll
weekly.
get to it. And it's gone in 2 days.
That's not losing it. That's having it eaten.
That's someone ate it. You find the remains.
It's missing to me.
I haven't seen it. It's new to me.
Yep. All right. So we have collected 10 gallons worth of storage to bring with us on a not so smooth boat ride
Are we gonna get hats?
up to Swineham.
In Gadget's handbag of holding.
I'm sure there's enough room for it. Yeah.
I love it. You're calling it the handbag of holding.
Yeah.
you open it up, you untie it,
Yeah. I don't want to.
and then open it to its fullest, and you jam a full 1 gallon glass jug, and it just kind of into it.
The insane part is it holds just as much as a regular bag of holding.
So
Is
you all get out to the docks, and dang old Waterman's relaxing there. He's playing his harmonica. I wouldn't say he's playing it. It's more like there's notes coming out of it as he blows into it.
It also has his
They
accent.
might go together if music was supposed to be horrible.
He's trying.
But
Wait a
he's tapping his foot and
Oh,
not
he
going
hit
to
it.
any
He
kind of
hit
rhythm.
it.
He has zero rhythm.
He's like the guy who got his shin kicked in when he had a harmonica in his mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Tay,
yeah.
did you say that you converted one of the gallon jugs into a bag of holding?
No, my backpack
Okay.
was a bag of holding.
All right, it's a jug of holding.
I
So anyway,
just decided to see how many liters a bag of holding holds, and it says it holds 64 cubic feet. It holds 1,812 liters.
jeez. All right.
It holds up to 500 pounds.
It looks like you guys, for some reason, will be the only adventuring party going up this way.
Funny that.
I want to
Right.
ask Dango Waterman why that is.
No, when they don't, they went on up there already and had them some, and they're coming back now, and now you're here.
Is it just normal to have a lull every so often?
I mean, it's not kind of normal, and I want to know whether ain't little dog that right, and you got huh?
Is that what you were saying?
There aren't any more of the furry barracudas, are there? I heard somebody talking about that.
Dang old hell, what do you think you talking about?
I like that that's the clearest thing he's ever said.
I mean,
Okay.
there was talk about adventurers disappearing up near Swineheim, so there might be a bit more.
Yeah, they don't all the time.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Go on.
All right.
He trips over his lead foot as he gets onto the boat. He doesn't fall completely down, but he doesn't not fall completely down. Some weird mix between the two. As he pushes away from the dock, it's your quietest ride yet. You've only ridden twice, but it's certainly your quietest of the two. Yeah, he fell up.
Spell change of the day.
You realize that the river, well, obviously you're going against current here, but the trek is much slower than what it normally is. So he walks to the back of the boat and he looks down over the edge. He says, "Get on." The boat kind of starts moving a little bit faster. Now, come on, get you. And the boat kind of
What
kicks
is he
up the pace a little bit,
commanding?
and the boat moves forward. You can give me an Arcana check there, Nissa.
I will Arcana his boat.
I want to Arcana his boat.
It is control water that he is casting.
Oh.
And
He is a dang old waterman.
he is a dang old waterman. As he pushes the boat along, it begins to take off at a pretty good clip.
Is he
And
an
I'll make it about
unsanctioned
average.
mage?
Nah.
What? Just said.
I like this guy.
So you guys make it to the ruins of Swinheim, and there's about
Here we go again.
10 parties there, all of which look very worse for wear. They all look like they have seen things that you wouldn't believe.
Attack ships on
Hi.
fire over the shoulder of Orion.
Y'all good?
Good luck.
Are we late? What happened?
And like a couple of them are walking by and they like have half of a weapon in their hand and they're just like very slowly walking onto
What's going on?
the boat. Most of them don't have their gear. The slime, it's everywhere. It took Mark
Oh God!
and Amber
Oh.
Not Mark.
Oh no.
and somebody in the distance. I lost my marble bag.
He's lost his marbles.
I needed that.
Are we
Side
gonna have to
quest
venture
unlocked.
into Neverland to get his marbles back?
Probably not. No.
mean,
I was
if we
referencing Hook.
yeah, no.
if we have to go get Amber, we might need to do another pull rather to get like a different unit.
Get her constellation ranked up.
They lost a party member. Where? In what direction?
Or do they mean we lost?
We don't know. They were on watch.
Oh.
Okay.
Where
wait.
was camp? That's basically where I'm at.
Ew.
Like, what
If-
was
if-
your location?
The far side, so the southern side of the ruins.
Oh, good. Takes
Some
out
of our
compass.
stuff got.
Stares
the
at
thing?
Nissa.
Is that the same place where we were last time, or is that a different area?
No, you guys were along, not quite to the western edge, but you were pretty far in,
Okay.
because you had to get by all the other parties that were hunting there. It looks like out of these 10 parties, you hear that there's at least 5 people missing, and a lot of them are missing their gear and stuff. And they're saying that it was people who were along the southern half of the ruins that were the most affected.
Okay. Are any of them like covered in slime at all, or is it just damaged? stuff?
No, but there are people that are covered in bandages, which suggests that they were probably injured by the slime. Like they have like arm wraps around them and whatnot.
Okay. I just don't want to end up sending slime-covered people to run over the town.
Right. No, there's no visible slime on anything. And a lot of them that will tell you that the slime basically chewed through their stuff. It was violently acidic. And somebody says that they had cast Witch Bolt on one of the boars that were just almost encased in this stuff. And when his barbarian friend went to go smack him with the great club, the boar just went ping, 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 and just kind of fell dead in the side of the ruin that they were in.
So what was that? They cast Witch Bolt and it reflected
Witch Bolt.
it?
Yeah,
light-
the
lightning-
electricity.
lightning
yeah,
makes it
It- yeah. when the barbarian went to go smack it with the club, the board just went bouncing off the walls of the ruin.
And that's how racquetball was invented.
Racquetball.
So what we're
Racquetball.
saying is that we cast lightning on it. Got it.
No,
If
we
you want
don't.
it to bounce everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lightning
I forgot.
bolt,
I need
lightning
to redo my rolls.
And somebody says, "Okay, yeah, do that." Somebody says, "You don't want to do that. That's how Jim broke his leg."
Oh no.
And Jim is like off to the side. You can see like the splint is currently keeping his leg turned to the correct direction. Why did you roll 2d20?
For the portent.
I know.
How dare you?
So you got yourself a 20 and a 10.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Those could be useful.
All
I
right.
will use them at the wrong times.
Yes. As per normal. All right. So it takes about an hour for everybody to get onto the boat. And
Gonna
Dingle.
make sure we secure these glass containers.
Dingo
You want to know
Waterman,
how
he-
you contain them? Yeah, stick them in my bag because I can fit them all.
Dingle Waterman says that he'll be getting everything ready, and as per normal, he'll be taking off that evening. So if you guys finish your task today, then you might be able to catch the boat before it leaves. If not, you're stuck till it gets back the day after next.
It's one and done it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Dance.
I will wish the rest of the party that came back good luck
Mhm.
heading home. We'll see if we can find his friends.
Get some
Are
you guys?
Taking 20 on something is not a option anymore, is it? To spend an hour to get a guaranteed 20.
Nah, that's that old 3.5 / Pathfinder.
Dang.
You can spend some time and get a
Guidance.
10, but yes.
What are you? Perception? No.
I'm looking around for easily
So
collectible
someone
slime.
basically shows where on the map they were for camp where people went missing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
Are we
looking around.
investigating over there?
So
I would
No,
I would
that was a
suggest we
question
don't
for the party.
immediately
Yeah.
go towards the most dangerous area.
yeah, in this current area next to the river, there's not a single bit of slime.
Yeah, but I mean, like where we were last time, like head that away, and as
Yeah,
we
and
go,
see
continue
how
to
it's
keep eyes
changed
out.
since we've been
Mhm.
there last. That might not be a bad idea.
So that's my
Except there won't
perception
be new
roll
ruins
as
'cause
we're
going back to
going
the old
until.
ruins.
Yeah, this is my perception roll as we're going until you need me to do another one.
Just keep that until I ask for one. But
Okay.
for now, basically, as you're traveling along, you don't see any evidence of slime as you travel westward, which is the path you had taken previously. You get to the ruins that you were at. Their shape recognizable by the way the towers are positioned. There's no trace of slime there. If you want to, you can give me an investigation.
Yes.
Yes, I will.
Take out magnifying glass.
I will assist.
Investigate.
You do that.
That's with
It's not
advantage.
that good idea.
Oh, advantage. Right.
Guidance.
Okay, well, let me. Well, I can't roll with advantage. I just have to roll again.
Yeah,
We
again,
already
mhm.
rolled one. Well, too bad.
D4.
Same. It was to be.
All right, so 24. You, in studying the ruins and very cautiously taking a peek underneath the stairway that you had gone previously, there's nothing down in there. But as you're looking around, you can see where there were boar tracks, and they head south. And one particular track isn't a boar track. It looks like it was something that was dragged or pulled along the ground through mud that has since dried.
Need to look at that.
Mm.
I
And that's
point this
heading-
out to is Gruzo the one that's good with those kind of rolls? Look at this.
He can definitely.
I
I have a +1 on animal handling.
Would
Would that work?
I have
No,
a
not here.
+4 survival.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
survival's what you
On
need.
nature.
Survival's what you need here.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
This is tracking.
Yeah, I have a
Oh,
plus
yeah.
5 in
Plus 3 on
nature.
that.
I can
I can aid.
Ugh.
Okay, good, because I need. Wait. Yes. Aiding gives me
Do you want
Do
me
you want
to
to
roll?
roll?
advantage.
I don't know.
I don't
what
know
Just
what I
slightly
need.
You don't have
better.
to roll.
Oh, okay, okay.
A bit better.
24.
Slightly better.
You, Layla, look to these tracks and see that they kind of branch off. There's a smaller track that's like partially dragged with the boar prints around it, heading more southwest. And there's one that heads to the spot on the map that the party had pointed out to you guys as far as where they were camped at. That's the larger one with no boar tracks.
Oh, light. When Layla gets nervous, she casts light on things.
Why
As
are
we
the
head-
ruins
As we
glowing?
head south,
All right.
light. She sort of like messes with her little Hylos thing, which now looks like it's constantly on fire.
So careful to avoid the thornvine trees that plague the ruins and that grow more and more dense as you head further south. Let's do this, and I totally forgot to turn on.
Ah!
Let me turn on Sirenscape stuff.
I was a little zoomed in there.
Let's see.
Sirenscape.
There's
There's
that
that
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
Wham, wham.
Why is the red and black thing down there?
It's a thing.
Oh boy, new ruins.
I
I like this music.
This is a banger.
Alrighty. So, stopping you here because this is when you see your first evidence of slime there, Layla. You notice that the ground is slightly.
Slime.
Oh, here, let me draw exactly where it is in a easy to see color. You managed to spot that the ground is actually a slightly different color in this area right here. So you would know to avoid that spot if you're trying not to step in it, and it spreads out a little bit further than you would think on these areas as well.
Oh, what the?
That's just a bird.
All right, so who's got? Which one of you has?
That's not a fucking bird.
Don't worry about
I
it.
mean, technically dinosaurs are birds, right?
There actually are some birds that can make those noises,
Yeah.
like actual, just regular birds.
Oh fuck, it's a cassowary.
Like,
What's that, Tay?
Oh, saying turkey vultures make that noise.
right, another thing that makes a horrifying noise is deer. You wouldn't think deer would be.
Make weird noises.
Deer sound
Yeah.
terrifying at night.
Yeah, they do.
All right.
Nith is
Uh,
excited to go looking at the ruins, but she's waiting for everyone to go.
Nissa.
Yeah.
Don't you have Mage Hand?
Yeah.
Can you grab some of it and start putting it in a jar?
Did I try? I think I tried to do that last time. Did it work? No, I put a stick into it.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like it flowed back to the source.
Yeah, once you weren't
Yeah.
holding it.
Is it possible for? Can I deduce if that would be possible with Mage Hand to grab some of the ooze?
Isn't Mage Hand a
It's
cantrip?
possible.
Mhm.
Yeah, like this is one of those things. It's like, yeah, maybe, but you have no information on this. You guys are the frontier experts on this at the moment.
All right. I guess I will.
Is it a
Hun-
nature check for slime?
Yes,
Slime natural.
I will
It's
conjure up
both.
Kinda.
It's
a
both.
hand, and I would like go check out
All
that
right,
slime.
so cast Mage Hand, and
Form a
as
nice
this
slime ball.
Mage Hand goes to touch the slime envelops the hand,
Oh,
and you see the hand just kind of inside the slime. A couple of bubbles come out, and the slime on the ground just starts to get away.
Away.
Yeah.
Can I try and raise it out with the slime?
No, it ate the spell. It's now that it has magic in it, it is
Oh,
getting out of there.
So it looks like a
just
thing
like-
made
I
out of
just-
slime.
I just like as it's crawling away, I just like turn to layers like I cannot.
Fair enough.
Most deadpan face ever. No. Hey, wait. Before we do anything else, you remember what happened last time? There was a bunch of just slime sitting around here. There was other things living with it. So, always clear the area first, and then we can start getting.
We'll do a perimeter check, yeah.
slime.
Alright, I am all senses attuned with that 20 perception for anything.
Gruzo's
dangerous.
hungry.
Mhm, sorry. I brought more bacon. It's okay.
All right. So you
That's
catch
like
the
so
glint.
offensive to the boars.
You catch a glint of steel from inside the ruins, and you can see that there is a sword laying on the ground, half broken, or it
Tracking
appears to
from-
be broken.
How tall are the walls that are intact?
They range anywhere from 5 feet to 15 feet, with
Can't we
a bunch
go-
of overgrowth and thorns along the
Not
sides.
too tall for me. Be right back.
Is this spot right here closer to 5 feet high or 15 feet?
Can we not go?
We'll
this way?
call it in the middle. We'll call it 10.
Here,
Okay.
Layla, give me a boost.
Alright, we'll skirt around that.
Acrobatics.
No, she's just literally like reaching.
She's
up over
already,
the
yeah,
top.
she's already like 6 feet high.
Yeah.
But acrobatics.
If you want to do a cool flip over the top, yes.
Incoming one.
Right. Jesus.
Instead of I think it was fairy fire. That was one of it. Instead of fairy fire, I have absorb elements.
So you go to give him a push, and he uses that spring and momentum to just up and over. Flips over, lands on the other side perfectly. Let me further.
Wait,
Enough
were we landing on
funds.
top of the wall or like opposite
I
side?
figured he was giving you a boost over the top.
Oh, I mean that works too.
It's okay. It's not a bad.
Would I have been able
bad
to
spot.
see the thing that's at the end of the arrow when I was walking past? through
Yeah,
the open
that
area?
is an old campfire that has been
Okay.
somehow spread out. Looks like the rocks and things were pushed away.
I
from
couldn't
it.
tell if it was an explosion or what.
How did you do the arrow? That was cool.
I held left click and then
I
held
don't
right
know.
click and then I dragged.
I just click right click and then click pointers, and then it lets me draw it.
I hold left click and then hold right click and then drag to wherever I want. And then if you want to change it, you can
Oh, yeah.
grab either end of it and move it around.
That's pretty nifty.
If you grab the
Oh.
origin point, it moves the whole thing. If you grab the arrow point, it changes where you're pointing it.
That's useful. Fantastic new discovery. Gruzo, you land over the other side. Give me a perception, please.
I don't
That's
know
normal.
perception.
Normal. Don't worry about it.
How do you delete the arrow? Just
You
Yes.
Click on it and hit
Right,
escape.
right, yeah.
Ah, shit! I got dirt in my eye.
Indeed. So yeah, you notice the sword more than anything else here right now. The sword is not shattered in half. It looks like it was melted on one side, which is probably sign of acid damage.
Guidance.
Tracking from what we heard from the adventurers on the way up.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get up to the top of the 10-foot wall.
Okay. So you got a 15 on that.
I'm gonna be doing a perception.
Yeah, you got up top.
I'll
As
still
you
not-
look around, you notice there's an axe off to the corner that has half of its hilt eaten away,
Mm.
and what
Half of it's
stands
halved.
yes, what stands out to you most is that the campfire was centered. Oops. On this area here, and has since been pushed away. How do I clear? There we go. Erase. Erase, damn you.
Reverse.
Maybe if I click this and that. There we go.
I'll draw a circle for you if you want.
No, I got it. Oh, great.
Ooh,
You've ruined it.
fancy.
You've ruined it with your perfect
Up.
circle.
I'll delete it. There you go.
All right. you notice off in the distance, right into the thick of the jungle, where it doesn't really abruptly start. It starts getting thick really fast. What's abrupt about it is this massive tangle of thorn vines just everywhere. You see ferns dotting the forest edge, and you immediately recognize it to be part of Fern Hell.
Oh no.
So, along with that, you see some gathering pools of slime in and about that area.
Is the slime hand still just sort of crawling around?
Let's see.
Or is it run out of energy?
It would only last as long as the spell lasts, because then the magic dissipates.
Well, that's just
Nah,
unsettling.
it consumes the magic.
I mean,
So let me.
the spell lasts for 1 minute, so that would probably
It's
be a
like
while.
over here now. Normal. Don't worry about that.
Can I go through this bush over here to get to over here, the other side?
Are you
Arrow
asking
it for me?
about getting caught by thorns?
Yeah, either just walk round it or just get to the other side of it.
Oh yeah, just move to where you want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do I spy more
throw-
tracks?
Throw a perception for me, Nissa. No, you do not see any tracks, at least at the moment. You could try and investigate the area, though. Give it a more thorough search.
Perception. Where are you, perception?
Investigation? It has investigation.
Senses.
Communication.
Am I rolling the investigation?
Yes, because mine would be negative.
What
Oh, there it is. I was wondering where perception was.
Beautiful.
Bam!
Hmm.
Guidance.
So, Nissa, you see at the opposite side of the ruins of you that there's a large pool of the slime, and it's actively kind of squirming.
Ooh.
It's teal and blue like the other slime had been, but you can see a part of it that's really like bright green, almost yellow. And at its edge, you see a broken flask with red liquid in it. You recognize it to be a form of like lesser healing potion. With the liquid kind of merged into some of the slime. As far as Gadget's investigation, you start noticing where the camp people had been, and it's faint, but you see that there are drag marks that are heading to the right-hand side of the ruins from the campfire, so below the axe, heading right, and then heading down where that broken flask is.
That's
That's
not
not
terrifying.
terrifying.
Didn't
You
it,
guys are
didn't,
muted.
Wait, while
they
we're-
say it got some of the party? Like
Yes.
Yes.
that picture?
Overnight, they were keeping watch.
I'll be like, hey guys, I found some more slime over here.
And a
While
busted
we're-
potion where they were dragged away.
Yeah. I
While we're
think I might
here
find
with
where they're gone.
with these like pools of it, and we have the acid-proof glassware, and I assume Gruzo would have tried to get at least one pair of acid-resistant gloves.
Oops.
Acid.
Gruzo, Gruzo,
Mhm. Yes.
proper handling gloves.
Look, they don't make PPE for out in the field. You make do with what you got.
He can put his hands in the jugs and use them as gloves. It's fine.
Or hear me out.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hear me out. You can make hand hold the jug.
I mean,
I actually think the smarter way to do it would be to cast guidance on Gruzo and have Gruzo use sleight of hand to carefully cap it.
The
Probably.
Jug is almost half the size he is, though.
No, each one's only a gallon.
Sounds like
It's only
a challenge to me.
It's only a milk jug. I think that's the safest way to do it. And then Layla will be there. Layla will go ahead and just like, because she's been informed of the drag marks, the first thing Layla's going to do is she's going to get some of the immense amounts of rope that she always carries with her, and she's going to tie like without telling Gruzo about this, Gruzo's just gonna suddenly get like a coil of rope around him, and she's gonna like tie it off right under your arm, and then go over and tie the other end onto Mary.
Just talk to one of my saddle actors.
You're like, if it tries to drag him, you gotta take him away.
So hold on.
All right, guidance.
I'm just. Grizzy's just here thinking. It's like, if this stuff is as acidic as I say it is, this rope ain't gonna do shit.
I'm pretty dang sure.
No. The rope is to pull you, not like if you get engulfed in it, then that's a
If
whole
something
different problem.
pulls you away.
Yeah, if it like grabs your foot and yanks you.
This is more and more becoming the slime horror film.
This is turning into the Blob.
Hard enough
Yeah,
to
that's it.
buy
All right.
some freaking
He's gonna take the jug and he's gonna pull the rubber stopper out.
resistant gloves. How much would that have cost?
We don't know. We never asked.
Yeah, Gruzo.
So you
Layla's not the smart one, so
I'm
get up
pretty-
there.
I'm pretty sure Gadget would have been.
But you
smart
weren't
enough.
there. But you weren't there.
That
We
was
just
on
said
the
we were going to get
shopping
glass.
list. That was on the shopping list.
So
Anyways, sleight of hand
sleight of hand, yes.
with the guidance.
Shopping list.
Miri is ready to, if she sees the slime lash out at him, to drag him away.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
Might be a time for that 10 portent, because that pushes it to a 22.
Fine, I'll give him a 10.
All right.
Thank you.
It's great that you did that because as you reach out to scoop some of this up into a jug, the slime recoils. You notice that there's a small marble in this puddle. And we're going to roll initiative as the slime lurches up with the marble floating at its center. It's just kind of like a blob-headed tentacle. But that's not the only one. That's not the only one that lurches up.
Please don't be
Good.
the one right next to me.
Good times. Good times. Promise.
You fool of a took!
Oh, I didn't know he had Oh yeah, we get inspiration every
Every
session, don't we?
session. Yeah.
Mhm.
See, I'm not used to that. I'm used to it being a very finite resource.
All right. Let's.
But there's not too many times when using your 10 is going to give somebody over a 20.
I mean,
Right.
rogues and expertise, they get absolutely
Yeah.
absurd ability scores for some things.
Yeah. I did want to ask before anything else happened, if anything was in the room that I walked by when I was going down. or
Wow,
not.
that may be my worst freaking initiative roll ever.
Don't worry, I'm going to beat it. Oh my gosh, I actually got a good one. We're all dead.
In this room.
Okay, yeah.
Just a moment. What are you saying about that room?
If there was anything in there because I walked by it and I looked in.
No, there was nothing else that you noticed in there.
Okay,
Let
that's
me get
fine.
these organized.
Right, time for me to roll my initiative if I can find it.
Maintain.
There it is. Thank you.
Mhm.
So 1. I'm actually. This is actually fitting because I'm just taken by surprise. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
I'm just like, this architecture is so intriguing. It's probably the ancient era.
All right.
Studying-
Wow.
I'm just studying slime. I don't realize any of them is actually trying to attack. So
I just
I'm
like to
just
think
like-
she's like the child
I'm
that's
just
trying
like-
to eat it.
you're so
Ooh,
cute.
look at this funky beat.
All right. So to start us off with this lurching up, you hear some more, I guess, like slopping around from the north and from the west. And it is Layla that starts us off.
Alright, so this one, did it look like it was trying to hit Gruzo when it recoiled, or did it just look like it was trying to get away?
It lurched up and as after it recoiled, and it looks hostile.
Okay.
Oh, there went a boar.
Well, that's enough for me.
It's got the angry eyebrows on it.
Yeah.
Oh, since we've all been crammed into closer rooms, we all have what's your temporary bonus HP benefit at 3rd level, Gadget?
Isn't it 3?
Is it?
I don't know. Give me a second.
Oh, while you look up that. What action will I take as my first thing? I am going to...
Man, these bongos are following me everywhere in these campaigns.
They will never leave you.
So what's its hitbox like? Like, how... Am I within...
Medium sized.
Okay, so I have to get to here to be in
Yes.
melee range.
Yes, you have to step into this acid stuff.
Okay.
I don't understand.
I don't want to step into the acid for obvious reasons. I'm going to cast a level 2 spell. It is Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
I don't know how much temp that is for anyone.
I'll check it in a second if you need me
I
to.
literally just pasted it.
Well, I will check it in a second. I'm pulling it Spiritual Weapon because I believe I get to attack with it this turn.
Temp hit dice equal to the amount of hit dice they gain.
Okay, so the casting time is a bonus action, so I cast Spiritual Weapon, and then I can also still cast a cantrip as an action. So as I cast Spiritual Weapon, a giant, like, flaming hammer appears. That is now floating right next to the thing, like
Okay.
one tile north of the one that's closest
Alright,
to
I'll
us.
put it there.
And make a melee spell attack. Oh, when you cast the spell, I can instantly make a melee spell attack. Okay. Well, that
Oh,
would
this
be
wasn't showing
a
on the list.
d20 plus 6.
So what's the temporary?
That is weirdly like not. Alright, I'm just gonna roll it. No, because that's not the right bonus.
Everybody has 3 hit dice.
Alright, so this would be a plus 6.
So
So we all get 3
Oh, it's a 15.
temporary HP. Is that what's determined?
This is
well,
a-
when it's what you gain what you would get in hit dice when you rest.
So like
So you get
When you go to the main page, it says I have 3 hit dice. So I guess it would be 3.
So this would be a 15 to hit. A melee spell
well,
attack. 'cause I
when
don't
you
have
rest,
that.
you get
thing
half
anyway.
your level worth of hit dice.
So 1.
So everybody would be getting 2 because you get the additional 1. So everybody gets 2 temp hit points.
Okay.
And I will fix that.
Does a 15 hit its AC?
15 does hit its AC.
Alright, so that would be a... Unfortunately, Spiritual Weapon's not keyed in here properly, so it's a
That's right.
D8 plus 4 damage. So 12 force damage. As the thing just... Bop! And then I still get my action. That was my bonus action.
Spiritual weapon's so good.
Mhm.
And as my action, I'll cast something that actually is working in here, which is going to be, now that it's hurt, it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
That's right in my ear.
Told it dead.
The DC is 14.
You said DC 14 Wisdom.
Yes.
Oops,
How
wrong thing.
wise are slimes?
Well, good luck, everyone.
Yeah, I'm on my own. I'm gonna die.
Miriam's all melee,
and she didn't touch an acid.
Alrighty, it gets an 11.
Alright. It takes 5 necrotic damage.
Yeah, told it dead.
Damn.
So the first hit smacks the marble dead center and knocks it almost out of the slime, and then the slime kind of like pulls it back in, and then you hit it with a second spell, and it kind of like starts to just droop over, but it's not quite down yet.
Alright. And I'm not in melee range of it, so I can skirt it. Are these 5-foot squares?
Mhm.
Okay. So I went 10, 5, 20, 30.
Why do we have several that say 1 and then there's a random one that says 2 and 3?
The 2 is
is
the hand. And
And
3
3
is
is-
my big spiritual weapon.
Aha.
Mhm.
All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
Skeletones.
I
Mhm.
didn't mean to put an E in.
You failed successfully.
Yeah.
Okay. Gruzo's gonna see this weird marble that's been like floating around in the slime,
Mhm.
and he's gonna pull out his short bow and aim for it.
Alrighty.
For the purpose of sneak attack, would the spiritual weapon count as an enemy within 5 feet of it?
Yeah, I would think so.
Just want to make sure. I know some people are weird about that.
I'll be right back.
It makes sense that it does count because
Yeah.
it's a threatening weapon.
The entire
13, or sorry, a 14 does hit.
Okay, so this is going to be, and because we're level 3,
Hey.
56.
Arrow hits the marble dead on and it shatters, and the slime just splashes down.
Huh.
Oh, because they need something.
All right, guys. Little marble in the slimes. Take that thing out. And he's going to go.
It's got a core. Got it.
You, this
Wait.
Slimes need something to animate.
The number 2 doesn't have.
Remember
any
the guy?
core.
He's missing his bag of marbles.
Yeah.
That had magic in it.
Magic marbles. Oh my god. So Gruzo's gonna go over here, kind of around Miri, and to like kind of peer around the corner, like, oh shit, there's one over there too.
Yep.
And I think
Oh, cool. If you
Yeah.
mouse over them, at least the ones say like Slimeling 2, Slimeling 3, Slimeling
Yes,
4.
and it should show you their hit box range if you're hovering it.
I see the red on the like square they're in, but I don't see.
Yeah.
I cannot see any red even if I highlight them.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not
I don't know
working.
why that one wasn't showing.
Right click it.
Right click what?
The slime.
Slimes.
Oh,
Oh,
It
no.
just
no,
brings
that's
up-
just
no,
the-
that's
Yeah, it
something
just
else.
brings up the option wheel.
Okay. Well, it does. It shows me the hitboxes at least, so I know. At least I will know, and I'll let you know.
That might be something that you need to.
I've looked at all the settings for this stuff. I think this specific thing is actually new to this patch.
Oh, okay. I can see it's called Slimeling 2 though.
Okay, so I saw the thing that says effects next to it, and I clicked it. What the heck is it doing when I clicked it?
Means you've enabled effects probably.
Oh,
You did a
okay.
thing.
hold
It's
on.
Marissa's turn.
Enable effects. Maybe I'll be able to see things. No, that's not doing anything. I wanted to see if it would, but it doesn't.
The effects are map effects.
I
So when I have the rain and all that stuff going on.
Yeah.
Miri's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna move like over here. She has
If
some
you don't-
poison
An
acid.
acid.
Well,
If
the
Miri
acid
doesn't-
you can move here for this one because the acid's in front of it.
If Mary doesn't have a ranged, she can always steal the heavy crossbow that hangs off of the side of Layla's belt as she walks by.
She could
She
just
could
pick
just pick up that axe by Gruzo and fling it.
That's true.
Also
I'll
true.
But
do
th-
that.
it was saying in this case you don't have to. There's no acid where you're standing right now.
Right.
Right.
But she
It's
could
the
use
edge
the
of it.
work bonus.
Okay.
So I'll pick up the axe.
The half axe.
Yeah, it's already seen some better days. And I will.
Is there? Do you need to make a perception to see if there's anything at the center of this?
It's marble. Yes, they all have like a little beady marble in them.
I'm gonna
Try to smash.
Alrighty.
Do you want
Do you want me to use? my attack?
nice.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
What's
What's the thing for that axe?
What's
What's the bonus?
It's your regular melee attack bonus. So you would just want to attack with one of your weapons and then
Oh,
roll the
okay.
damage differently.
Why did it?
I should have a +6 in that.
Yet you didn't fix it for the re-import. But that's okay.
No, not.
So it's a +6, which is an 8.
That's a miss.
Yeah. So you swing and the axe
Better miss.
looks like it's about to go through it, and it kind of does one of these like,
Yeah.
and you get nothing, and then it slops back together.
It's like you're so cautious of not getting acid on you.
Alright,
Okay.
That's not fair. He can't do that.
that's gonna be it for now.
Alrighty. Oh wait, this was number 5 that had that, so it's 0.
Was I sitting on Miri or no? Because I was investigating things. I don't
I'm
remember.
assuming that you were.
Well, then I would
mean-
be with you.
I mean,
right
you
now
weren't.
on that.
You weren't when you were flying around without her.
I don't
Slimeling
fly.
5 is
Fly.
dying.
Whatever. You're always floating on the ground to me.
Ah! Another
Another
one!
one!
Yes, it comes from the edge of the forest there where you see a large pool of this slime.
The trees!
Oh my god, this one isn't even on the list.
It should be. Oh no, it's not. It's right there.
Hey, there we go.
Dun dun dun.
Okay.
Wait, was Slimeling 5 not? Was it finished off by Gruzo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
But it shouldn't be
shows
dying. It should be dead.
Yeah, it shows it's dead for me.
Okay. On our screen, it just says dying.
Okay. Well, probably because once it hits 0, then
Oh, okay.
it would be in death saving throws if it were able to do so.
Aw.
All right.
Aw.
So we're gonna do.
Aw.
Aw.
This one's unable to attack, so it will use its other action to move in close. It's gonna give some threat over here to Nissa.
But
No.
no, stop.
What? No, stop.
Red meat, stop.
All right, this one's going to attack Miri.
You best back up, girl.
Uh,
I'm last in the turn order. Everything's gonna go.
so from its right side, a weird excuse for an arm kind of pokes out, and then kind of like in Terminator, where he makes that blade.
Oh,
Same kind of
God.
thing happens. A blade forms, and it looks like it hardens into glass.
Oh.
Oh,
That is a 17 versus AC.
That does not
Not
hit.
hit.
Your
That's
AC
not very
is
nice, Mr. Slime.
Where
Or Miss
is your AC?
Slime.
My
I don't
AC
judge.
is
20.
okay. Cool.
What
Damn.
the fuck?
What
How
the
do you have
fuck?
20?
How
Do you have a shield?
He said, I asked him, what kind of armor should that enchanted armor be? And he said, make it whatever you want to wear.
So you got
So I
So I
plate.
made it plate.
Oh God. But then
Wait.
you are not going to
You're
be
wearing-
stealthy at all.
You're
No.
wearing
Yeah.
leather
No
leather
stealth.
harness, but it's plate. Okay.
Not anymore. She's got full
No, she
plate
doesn't.
now.
Yeah.
I'm in full plate now.
I have
I have disadvantage on stealth.
Where did you get that?
Jesus.
The treasure from the boar.
Yeah.
That was one of the treasures?
He
It-
said
Said
it was
The Mariner's armor.
He said
He
it
said
was
it was
Mariner's
Yeah, so she can swim really good in plate now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like,
What's wrong with this? Do I make
make
this
it
chain?
chain?
I
I
like
like leather, and he's like,
It's
it's Mariner's armor.
So it's like,
Yeah.
Like, okay.
That whenever I say it's a weapon like that or an armor like that, you pick it.
It makes
As
me
a
think
fighter,
that
you have
it
heavy
looks,
armor
it,
proficiency.
it looks like the old-fashioned like diving suits on her.
Yes.
Yes.
22.
I am,
Hang on. 22 on the second one.
I am a seahorse.
So the second one, it lurches its head area out at you.
Ah.
That one hits
Splat.
um,
for 6 acid damage.
Ah,
Goodbye, Mariner's armor.
Magic armor generally can't be harmed
Yeah.
by normal
I'm
acid.
joking.
No,
God.
on this one.
It's important to know these
Take
things.
your damage there, Shy. 6 acid.
Wait, that's not the right one.
Reduce your temporary
I'm
first.
gonna invoke agility.
hmm.
If
Mm.
enemy
Enemy
hits
hits
you,
Already.
you can invoke agility or you can increase by a number equal to your dex mod, which
which
is
is,
it
it would be a 22.
Okay, still hits. It's 22 is what I rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's see, hang on.
Jeez. You just gotta remember until you get a long rest, you don't get that back.
Uh,
So was it
how
the
long
same?
does this last?
It's literally just the one time. So
Mhm.
Oh.
now would not be the time to use it.
No.
No,
Okay.
okay.
So let's
So
see.
let's see.
All right.
Hang on.
Hang on, I have this master
master.
I mean, it's only 6 damage. You've got 36 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only
It's only
6.
6.
Actually, you
drop
should
down
have
to
more
30.
than 36.
No,
There's
she
no
has
way you have
34 plus 2.
There's 34 can't be divided by 3. That's impossible for her. 34 is her max HP.
Yeah, math was done wrong there. When she leveled up.
3d10 plus
That's
one
30.
Con mod.
which is
What's your
four.
con mod?
Yeah,
That means you
That's
should
4
have-
per level.
Yeah, you should have 42.
Oh.
So it's 42 plus 2. So that's 44. You'd be down at 38.
Gadget's help is
Yeah,
not
you're at
correct. I
38
need to
now.
Fix that.
D&D Beyond says 34.
Yeah, but
Well,
you have to
didn't
manually adjust
add
at every level.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't auto do it for you.
All right, I fixed it for you on my combat tracker. I'm gonna go
Okay,
to the
okay.
next one now.
Thank you.
hmm This one moves there, and that's as much as it can do for its turn.
Hello there, slime friend.
Oh no, Gadget! Don't eat the baby.
Same for that one.
There's so many.
That one's dead.
Whole
The
bag
whole
of
bag of marbles.
Gadget's turn.
How many
How many
marbles
marbles
is
is
bag?
bag?
So had we
You don't wanna know.
had we determined that it was not a good thing to cast magic on these things?
Electricity bad.
Like-
Lightning.
Yeah,
No, I know
fire-
electricity
fire has
is
been a
bad,
problem.
but
Fire's
I'll
not been a
just ask
problem.
Fire and force damage we know work fine.
Mhm.
Just don't use Mage Hand.
That's
Oh,
because
yeah,
Mage
that's-
Hand
that's-
isn't an attack.
Yeah.
It's just
It's just magic.
Okay, I will just get out the trusty air canister and my lighter and go at any of the ones that are near me that look healthy. Where is my action bar? There's my action bar. Okay, does this work right? That is a 27. I
All
crit.
right,
That's
roll again.
Nice.
So I hit the damage like that.
no. You're supposed to roll your another d20.
hmm
Oh, okay.
Also,
All right, so 9 damage off of that one, and your attack modifier is a 7. So it's
Yeah,
just
it was a
regular
plus
crit.
7 hit.
So this is just a regular crit, which would be 9 fire damage
Nice.
on Slimeling 3.
They're like, that's not nice. Get back.
You can see like the inside of it kind of when the bolt hits it, the inside of it boils a little bit and kind of bloops up through the top. It hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It makes a gurgling sound.
Oh, that noise.
Gadget gonna hang out there?
I mean, if I move, it's attack of opportunity. So
Not if you disengage.
yeah, you can disengage and then get past Layla.
Bonus action
okay.
disengage and then
see, I want to disengage, but at the same time, I have absorb elements, which is a reaction a reaction.
Yeah,
is
but
a
you're
bonus
not hurt
action,
yet.
and It's just yeah.
So there's no reason to absorb it, I don't think.
Disengage, I guess. So I guess it'll be what back there.
seems
That's
good
where
to
you
me.
want to go.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Nissa's turn.
God, that loud bloop made me jump. Alright, I assume because the thing's right in front of me, I'm technically in melee range.
Yes.
So I would have to disengage in order to get out.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to double check. There it is. Oh well. I was just checking on disengage because I thought it took up an action or something to do it.
It's a bonus action.
That's weird because then you could just keep disengaging every time.
But it eats up your
mean,
bonus action.
yeah, it
and as a
eats up your bonus
spellcaster,
action.
your cantrips will eventually be bonus actions.
Yep.
Wait,
So
I thought disengaging was an action, except for the classes that get it as a bonus action.
no, I thought it was a bonus action to activate it, and then you take your move action.
Because
Let me double check.
rogues, as cunning action, You can take a bonus action on each of your turns to take the dash, disengage, or hide action. So that's unique to certain classes.
Yeah, so disengage normally is an action.
Ah, okay.
Double check.
I mean, if I don't move, I don't move. It's not a huge deal.
No, it's for me I'm talking about.
It's basically saying you forego your action in order to just get out of the way safely, whereas some classes like monks and rogues are so quick that they kind of do it naturally as a bonus action.
Or you can
See,
take
I
the
had thought it
mobile
was-
feat that allows you to do
I
that.
thought it gave them an extra.
No.
Let me see. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
you're
a
right.
big deal either way. It's not a big
So,
deal
yeah.
either way. Now I just have the ability to cast
Absorb. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absorb if I need
So,
to.
what was?
I'm
what was
still
the...
in that same hitbox.
I know
Just
what
wanted
it
to be
is.
Closer to Layla.
I'm like half and half right now between Baldur's Gate and this.
Well, now, and the other thing is some small races get it as just a racial feat.
Right.
Like goblins, and I think a certain one of the halflings get it.
hmm
So
Okay.
what was the end up with that? Was it that it does take
You have to
action?
use your action to be able to disengage. So it's a
Right.
full action.
Yeah, I figured so because I remembered something like that.
Mhm.
All right then. Then I will not. I'll just be. Help me. And are these two separate ones, or are they both the same one in front of me?
No, they're two separate ones. You got Slimeling 1 there, and she's in front of number 2.
Okay, then I will use my new cantrip I learned, which is
Ooh, what did you learn?
this thing. Did I put it in right? Or did I put it here? There we go. Firebolt.
Oh, it's literally what I cast.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have it now. Because I can't have an extra thing, I have to actually do it manually.
Bravo, Layla.
So what is it? Range spell attack. So what is my?
D&D Beyond would tell you.
Should
what it
be
is.
2 plus whatever your spellcasting modifier is, plus a d20.
Not the
So
spell
it's
attack.
proficiency and your modifier bonus. So, what's
So
your
the-
intelligence bonus?
Well, I mean, I'm looking at the thing. It says spell attack plus 5.
Then
there you
your
go.
spell attack is +5.
Yeah, so d20 plus 5. Plus-
Than you. That's a freaking sill for you.
It didn't roll it.
Why didn't you roll it?
See?
No,
See?
There it goes.
All right.
I will. I don't know
It
if it'll
rolled.
hit.
It's there.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I should use. Ah, fuck it, it's nearly over. Let's do inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah, why'd you. Press the 5, roll it there. Thank you.
So far, the lowest thing we've seen. That...
Okay, so for the record, the easiest way to roll anything in this that I have learned, instead of double clicking it, you just drag that dice and put it right into the chat
Yeah,
box.
That's what I
That
always
is the only way I've gotten things to work properly. So it's just
I-
drag
I-
everything into the chat box.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to everybody.
Okay, I thought you just meant it because I had to do it for dice for this. Because I don't have the spell.
All right.
I will say that so far, the lowest thing we've seen that hit was a 15.
We'll soon find out if this hits.
Is that it for your turn, Nissa?
So did I miss?
That was a miss. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. I don't know if I should use mine. Well, it's a reaction. I can do it wherever. So yes, I can't move.
Alrighty. Layla.
Okay.
Round 8.
It's a
Round
good
2.
thing I noticed Gruza there, because I was gonna say I just like reach my hands over Gadget and burning hands.
Wait.
I like just noticed
I'm
Gruza there.
so short.
Oh,
I'm so
God!
short. You don't
If
even
I-
have to reach over.
If I
It's just...
step here, I can aim it at that diagonal between them and hit both of these guys with burning hands. So
Yep.
they need to dex saving throw, DC 14 each.
I don't think they can even do that. It's a 13.
It's not enough, so they will each take 15 fire damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Toasty.
Good job.
All right, so Slimeling 3.
Good job, Fox.
The manic gleam in the eye and the wild grin in his
So-
back.
Should we be worried
Oh,
about
seven.
that?
Alright,
Nasty.
Calm
Calm
down.
down.
All right, so the one across from Gruzo
Still there?
collapses into a pile of ooze.
Okay.
The one right next to him is still hanging in there, but the marble's kind of like starting to sink to the bottom.
I use my bonus action to move the flaming mace 10 feet to here, and it makes an attack.
Yes.
So this will be a +6 to hit. So that's a
That
17,
hits.
and it is a D8 +4. So 9 force damage.
All right, that shatters the marble.
Alright, and then I move the rest of its movement 10 feet to effectively there.
Okay.
But it like floats up in the air.
Mm-hmm. Gruzo.
Let's see there.
Oh, I forgot my own movement. I'm sorry.
I guess that wolf is fighting a slime
5,
back there.
10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, sorry.
Alrighty.
Seeing as how Nissa has that one pretty much under, or sorry, Miri has that one under control, and seeing the one that's like wailing on Nissa, Gruzo's going to take a quick short bow shot at the one directly in front of Nissa.
Okay.
Do the thing.
I'm being manhandled.
That's a hit.
Oh.
Okay.
The bird.
Oh.
Even the bird's surprised.
Yeah. All right. You said 13 damage?
Mhm.
All right. So it hits the marble, and you see a kind of like a chip begin to form, and then the acid erodes the haft of the or the shaft of the arrow.
Fuck, I'm not getting these arrows back, am I?
Nope.
Actually, I think my... Yeah, it's nice that Fantasy Grounds actually has a little ammo tracker for your
Mhm.
max
Yeah.
ammo, and it actually... Okay,
That's pretty cool.
Makes it easy.
alright. He is going to... Actually, he's going to duck back around the corner, use bonus action hide. So he...
I'm sorry, is that a Is that
17.
a flaming mace next to my
Yeah.
face right now?
It's above you.
Double
It's
checking.
over your head.
No, dangling sword metaphors here or anything.
Alright. Well, Miri is still trying to smack this thing.
thing. And that's a
miss. Stop
Stop
moving!
moving!
Fuck, something just basically laughed at me.
Hmm.
Alright,
Alright, well,
of my attack.
She really is a showman.
Yeah.
She doesn't pose any real threat.
No,
She just knows how to look good doing it.
Yeah. Just flashy, that's all.
Yeah.
Whiff. Whiff.
All right. Is that it for your turn? You hanging out there?
You know what?
I don't know what.
Yes.
No, I have to wait for a long rest.
Yeah,
I'm chilling here.
Alrighty. So the one in front of Nissa attacks, forming a blade out of the slime, a hardened blade. And this is a 16 versus your AC.
What flippin' spell is on that marble? Blade Ward?
No.
Why is the slimeling labeled heavy?
Heavy
What?
damage,
Oh, okay.
dummy.
What did
Alrighty,
you
that
say,
is
Dex?
4 slashing damage.
Wait. What was the attack? Sorry.
16.
Okay, a shield,
Okay.
so he doesn't hit.
Cost you
Alrighty.
a spell slot.
The second one. Sorry, its second attack is it's trying to slam its head into you, but that is deflected. And
Doing.
yeah, we go to Miri. I'm rolling for a critical failure.
Oh.
It critically fails.
I intimidated it!
Hey, it goes to attack with the blade and completely whiffs. You get to counterattack it.
Yes! I want
Ghastly.
to. It's like
the horse on Mushu right now.
The
The little
stomp
stompy
stomps.
stomps.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Dishonor on your blah 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 blah.
Why are they carrying Dasana drinks around?
When I wanna mess up my
All right.
They're both fumbling.
Roll.
No,
No,
because
listen,
it's not gonna upstage me. I'm
me.
using my inspiration.
Oh, imagine. Oh.
Okay.
You finally hit it.
Finally, let me take off this inspiration.
Gone.
Gone! Okay, what do I
Okay,
roll
what do I
for
roll
the
for the
half
half
axe?
axe?
We'll call it a 1d8 plus your normal modifier.
1d8 plus 4 strength.
Okay.
Or is it a 6?
Yes.
Yes,
So that we're using inspiration as a mulligan.
Oh,
Mhm.
Get out of here.
Nice.
All right,
Oh.
so
Six.
Slimeling
What that
2
is.
has taken 12 slashing damage
14.
from the axe.
You don't have a 6
14.
strength bonus.
14.
No, but I'm
No, but I'm
proficient,
proficient,
so it's a plus 2.
That,
right?
that doesn't
That
apply
doesn't
to
apply to your
damage.
damage.
Oh,
So,
okay.
12.
That's 4.
All right. So the axe, as it goes through, you see it begin to, or you hear it begin to sizzle, and the slimeling tries to bash its slimy, acidy head into you.
Yeah.
Oops, I didn't mean to go to turn 3 there, but I did want to do this thing here. And that's a 15 versus your AC, so it's a miss. And Gadget. Gadget.
Where'd that crow come from?
They're both hurt bad.
Yeah.
Miri seems to be having more issues, honestly, than Nissa, so I guess she's gonna.
I'm playing
Whack-a-mole.
How do I do
Whack a
this
slime.
again? That can slime.
That's a hit.
Cool. Okay, what the heck is... Okay, so I see the dice, and then I see the sword next to attack, but then there's the damage thing. So what the frick does the sword do?
Magic. I don't know.
I feel
You can
like
always
I
click
should
it and
just
find out.
drag it. Yeah, let's
You,
just drag it and see what
yeah.
it is. I think it's gonna roll it.
No,
how
the
do I
sword-
cancel
The
it?
sword changes melee versus ranged
and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just an attack rolling.
Okay, yeah, so it's just another weird way of rolling it. Okay. Well, here's my damage.
Alrighty. That is on number 2.
Number the hand.
Slimeling
Yes.
2.
Number 2. No, it's on Slimeling 2, which is in front of Miri.
Miri.
The firebolt
Okay.
smashes directly through the marble,
Yeah.
and it is no more.
It's beautiful.
All the firebolts. So many people are learning fire. Praise Hylos.
I knew fire the whole time.
I know even more fire, but I can't use them.
I knew Hylos had a purpose in bringing me to these non-fire believers. Now they're all using fire.
Until you run into an enemy that is immune to fire.
Don't-
Then you will be doomed.
Don't blaspheme
Is
like
that it for your turn?
Oh yeah, I can't really do
Alright.
anything else.
Nissa.
I'm like I could move, sure, but I'm like, there's no real point.
Yeah.
God, these turns. I'm like shy with like the Among Us thing. It keeps getting me.
Startled me every time. It was
It's
hilarious.
hilarious.
Jack
Jack
got
was
startled
startled
by
by
it.
it or whatever.
Yeah. So another firebolt. at the one in front of me.
Fireball.
That's a hit.
Yay! It's 1d10, isn't it? Let me just check.
Mm-hmm.
1d10 plus nothing. Okay.
It's very rare for cantrips to give you ability bonus damage. Like that's the whole thing warlocks are built around, is they get bonus damage to Eldritch Blast.
So that's a 9.
Alrighty. That is enough to destroy the marble left in that one as well.
Cool. I like to think like I like to think I blocked it and then I just shot it right through, straight through.
You might be all right, Nissa.
Am I dead yet?
No,
Might as well be. No.
you're using
Let's
fire.
Oh,
There's a tube behind us.
That's the
that's
hand.
the hand.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, so now that that's
Doing its
dealt
own
with,
thing.
I am totally gonna go and study that freaking slime just chilling with the freak. Oh, I'm.
Layla's gonna grab the rope that's still tied between Gruzo and Miri and try and tug on Gruzo a little bit. Like, come here.
Come
here.
here.
What?
Come here.
Hey, what? Hey.
Try it again over here. Guidance.
Why do you keep saying that?
I am studying the mage hand walking
Why
slime.
can't I click? Hold on. Gruzo. Hey. Oh, that's weird.
It's just scurrying along. It's getting slower and slower there.
Banana magic.
Mm-hmm.
He goes over to the slime, kind of takes an arrow out and like pokes it, make sure it doesn't move this time.
It does nothing.
All right, round 2.
Fight.
Oh my gosh, Nissa, come here.
What?
Offer,
Oh no!
Wait, that's a religion check.
offer that slime a
It's the one right above
high
sleight of
five
hand.
with the mage hand.
You clicked the wrong thing.
Offer that
Wait,
slime hand.
Why is it? Why is
a
my-
high five
why is my
with the
cursor
mage hand.
offset?
I want to see what happens.
I have
Did you
no
move
idea.
the window?
No. Okay, hold on.
Unity.
Think I fixed it.
There we go.
There we
You have
go.
a
I used
guidance.
a guidance.
Keyboard.
All right, a 14.
He-
So
this is a perfect sound effect.
Gross.
All right.
Just,
One
just
jug.
looks at the
That's one of
saddlebags and how
10.
many more jugs he has to fill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
Guidance.
that takes care of the little bit that was remaining there.
Over here.
And
Over here. Over here.
What do you want me to do?
We got a big one over
I
here.
want you to cast Mage Hand and offer that slime, the one that is a hand right now, a high five. I want to see what it does.
It'll just absorb it again.
Does it become 2 hands, or does it become just a bigger hand?
I think it's gone.
Aw.
Keep rolling that sleight of hand.
Is
Gruzo,
it just slime
Gruzo.
on the ground now, or did it literally dissipate at this point?
I kind of
'Cause eventually
wish
it'll
that like
evaporate.
it went like Terminator style, and like as it was starting to dissolve, it slowly gave a thumbs up and just went.
Gruzo.
Okay, wait.
Guidance.
Why do you keep saying that?
Is that like a nervous tick or something?
No, that
that's
would be light.
Light.
Touches a rock. Boing!
You do know, we're still looking for people, you know.
Mhm.
Not just slime.
Wait, what? As he turns with like a half-open jar of slime.
Yeah.
So again, you reach in.
Up to the elbow this time.
You look down. There's still some more left, and there's still plenty of room in this jug.
Jug.
While they're doing this,
Yeah.
can I like just check out the ruins, see what they are, and all that? and then
Absolutely.
also see if I can find out where the people were taken.
So on this one, you of course shove more in there, but you start feeling some heat on your fingers.
Oh no.
Pulls out his hand, sans glove. Motherfucker took my glove!
There's no glove inside of there.
Wait, what?
We'll get more
Captain.
gloves.
Slowly looks up at Layla. Squints. Give me the
You know, if
next
I gave-
joke, damn it.
So give
You know,
me
if I
an
gave you my
investigation,
gloves,
Nissa.
they'd cover like your entire arm.
Do you want investigation for the ruins or looking for tracks?
For
jug.
both, really.
Comes back.
It's either
Okay.
or.
Goes ahead and unties your rope so you're not
Can
like,
it is
tied to
Already
Mary.
20 What did
Hang
I
on,
do
guys,
with
hang
that
on.
earlier? 27?
Hang on, I'm waiting on cuts here.
Yeah, it's just that I've got history as well, so I don't know if that would make it.
No, we need to find
If you're
stuff first,
actually looking for
and if you
something,
find
it's
something, then we'll go for
investigation.
the history.
Okay, well that is a 15.
Nice.
All right. So you're looking about, and the only tracks you find are the ones that seem to be from the multiple bodies that were dragged out south, where the broken vial is. As far as the ruins themselves, they really don't offer much of anything in the way of history other than their construction. But I mean, this is typical, I guess, giant construction, really.
Miri
Large stone houses. What's left of them.
wherever Nissa wants to investigate, Miri will basically stand guard for her.
You do think, though, that this was not a giant settlement, maybe like Goliath or something, because the passageways are all roughly 10 feet wide, which is nowhere near enough for a giant.
Right. It just brings up the question: what happened to the Goliaths?
Mm-hmm.
What's this jar thing, Nissa?
The what? Sorry.
The jar thing.
On the ground.
Oh. From a distance, it looked like a health potion. When I'm up close, does it actually look like? It's
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see there was a tinge earlier to the slime that you had fought. But that slime puddle is kind of like it's nothing now, and there's not enough around this vial that it can absorb the little bit. And that's kind of making the ground a little soggy. The liquid in the vial.
It could be that no matter what type of magic it is, as long as it's something you can absorb, it'll take it. That was actually really smart of me to say.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like, dang.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay.
Well, regardless, it looks like the tracks head south, so if we want to head that way to see if we can find any more of the camp people, might be a good idea.
I mean, I don't want to go into the forest. But
The giant flaming mace poofs out of existence now. It's been a minute.
if you wanted to take closer looks over this way, I can keep guard for you.
You want to give me another sleight of hand for that puddle? With your remaining glove?
Gruzo?
He died. Sleight of hand? With your
One.
your remaining glove?
I was about to say, he's switching to the other hand. Gonna get some good gloves when I get back. Why does it keep...
It
The
really wants to
window
make you
guard
religious.
time.
The window keeps offsetting my...
I don't know either. This patch has been a wonky one.
This is Gruzo after his glove is gone.
So you get some of this liquid, and as you're trying to swipe through it, there's a lot of resistance. It's like trying to swipe through, like, I guess.
Oh, this is the good one. This is the good one.
Elastic threads. So you
This is
kind
the
of
good
like
one.
you go just swiping, it's just like
If fire burns it,
Give
just
me-
blast it with a little bit of fire to make it pass.
give me an athletics, please.
I can aid that.
You start pulling the child. Good, he needs it.
Oh, here it is!
Why you all not hit the advantage button before you roll?
That's better! Thank you!
So finally, pling, ping,
Oh god!
as it breaks free.
What did I just
When you
get?
go to pull your hand out, it keeps the glove,
Motherfucker!
and you can see the inside of this thing just kind of like pulling the glove into it as it settles into the jug.
Quickly stoppers it.
Boonk.
Like, this is my glove now.
Layla's also going to tie up the stoppers, like rope them on, like you've seen the potion balls that have like the nets over them.
We have filled one jug.
One? I thought we
Yes.
filled one earlier.
They're 10-gallon.
No.
Jugs.
They're 10
They're-
1 gallon.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
they're
they're 1 gallon jugs. But we
We're
have
getting
been
so confused.
yeah, but we have been having Gruzo's small hands fill these things up. Bit by bit.
Does anyone
Yeah,
have like a shovel?
Or a funnel.
You'll eat a shovel.
It'll eat my hands!
Nissa and Miri, you see somebody walk by in the woods.
Miri
There's something-
kind of.
Yeah, it's very much
Sitting on
it's
top
very
of
much
this
like a
freaking-
Bigfoot kind of situation. That's a dark figure that just like kind of stops
There's
and then continues on.
There's something in the woods.
I'm gonna try to roll a
Thing.
perception.
Did you
I
say
roll-
that Mary squeaked when she
I
saw
am
it?
Yeah.
standing on this,
Mm,
this thing,
we should go check on
the
that.
wall.
Mhm.
I
I
will.
have
I
been
will.
randomly climbing on rocks and just looking at shit.
I will also perceptionize this thing.
I'll take the full jug.
Eh.
All right.
There's a thing in there. There's a person.
Yeah!
Yeah! Look at
both
that.
of hands and like judo chops.
You want to give me one too, Gadget?
Sure. I mean, I figure she's just kind of like just listen to the sounds of nature.
Mhm.
If it's a bad one, I'm just gonna assume it's exactly what's going on.
She
there.
just hears the "ka," and she's like "ka."
Yeah, it's a bad one.
I like how Layla's suddenly over here and is just left Gruzo with a jug over there.
No, I said I took the jug.
Oh,
Yeah. So Nissa and Marissa, Nissa and Mary, as you spotted this figure, you noticed that there is a slight discoloration to it. It wasn't a person, or if it was a very iridescent person, almost to the point of what you thought you could see is light shining through it. It was mostly too dark to see exactly what kind of colors it was.
Mary
It
thinks
just
it's a
reflected a lot of light.
she's not stupid, but you know what? It's her
No,
instinct.
I think I would hear the ghost. I don't think it's a ghost.
Hey,
No, you
you
wouldn't.
stop!
In the distance, you just hear "Nuh-uh."
Wait, what?
person.
Who was that?
Only Gadget heard that.
Oh.
Who said that?
See? No one said. No one saw anything.
It might be someone that came from the camp. I don't know, but they're very sweaty. Or something.
Rude.
Well, no one tells.
Mom
if,
spaghetti.
if you don't share what you saw,
I just
Layla-
told you! It looks very sweaty and
Layla
iridescent.
picks up a small rock and just tosses
Is
it
it
into
going-
the giant puddle of slime over there.
Is it going towards the right or towards the left?
You just hear the rock burn for a little bit, but it settles. It doesn't completely burn through. Whatever was on the outside of the rock, though, that's all burned
Yeah.
off. This isn't stuff that's chewing through the ground, or
Yeah.
you notice that it also doesn't seem to be chewing through any of the forest or vines.
So does it look like it's like pervading all the way around the edge of the forest?
Yeah, it's almost like a flood of it.
So there's not really any way we could safely get in there.
So wait, it's not doing anything to the trees?
Right.
Doesn't do
And
anything to organic matter? Weird.
I don't know.
well,
like-
it burned through the haft.
Maybe
It's just not doing anything to a lot of the natural life here.
Maybe it's selectively
Um,
acidic.
It ate Gruzo's
You-
gloves.
If
Where's
you were
Gruzo?
careful, you could move at half speed and use the vines, the thorn vines, to cushion a space between you and the slimes if you wanted to go into the forest. You would just be moving at half speed.
I would prefer to go after the person which is in the forest, I guess.
That is a spooky forest, but if everyone is going, Mary will too.
Hey, we went into one that was trying to eat us, so we're fine.
Yeah,
But listen, there were a ghost in it.
Would it help if I scouted ahead a little bit?
Can
You
do
know,
that?
be a
I want to go.
sneaky and you know.
I don't think I'm
Gruzo
sneaky.
and Gadget are the most
I don't think I'm
scouty types.
sneaky. No.
Gruzo, I hear you, but I don't see you.
No, I don't. I
He's
don't
so
think
sneaky.
I'm sneaky. No.
Literally standing right next to you.
If you think you can keep yourself
No,
safe
you're
without
not.
falling
You're
into-
way over there.
Yeah,
If
you're
you're not
so
gonna-
what?
There you go.
Ah!
I've been here all along.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Propaganda is
Nani?
useless.
Alright.
Yeah, I would say if you can do it safely, then do it.
I can't be sneaky.
Okay. So
I mean, I have a
Guidance.
+2 in stealth, but I have disadvantage on stealth. Why do I have disadvantage on stealth?
I'm gone.
Chainmail.
Tay be like, can't spell advantage without dis.
That's true.
She's also a loud child, so that's probably why she's got
Just
disadvantage.
always talking.
she's doing her own sneaking.
What's with this
song.
sassy lost child?
So further in Gruzo, you find that the entirety of the forest is not covered in the slime. The entrance has a lot of it, but it seems to turn into more and more puddles as you get in further and further. But the bramble is thick and difficult to navigate without getting snagged on it or risk basically cutting yourself against it. You notice that there's more and more ferns as well. So moving is going to be a pain in the butt. It's going to be pretty slow. But you do start seeing where it's clearing out, and it's not too far in. And you manage to kind of be able to come back and tell them what I've told you.
He's picking at all the thorny vines. He's like, man,
Yeah.
sure would be nice if I had some gloves right now.
We'll buy you gloves when we get home.
Gloves at home.
Layla takes her gloves off and then like straps on their like full length opera size gloves on Gruzo. Like ropes them to his shoulders. There you go.
He's just like waving around the fingers, and all the extra fingers are just like flopping.
Wait, do
Yeah,
I have more
I don't know.
fingers than you do?
No,
it's
the
just-
extra fingers.
Oh.
You did say
So
all
like
the-
the extra digits, like the extra digits on the fingers, they're just like
Okay.
The
flopping.
phalanges.
The extra joints. Okay. I was
So
like
the
the
extra
extra
fingers.
fingers.
So it's
What?
gonna be a rough time getting into the woods, but once we're in, we'll have an easier time.
Has Layla been secretly hiding polydactyly?
All right, let's penetrate this bush.
Let's go for it.
Everyone
Alright.
just turns and stares at Nissa.
I didn't actually say that, Jesus.
Get your mind
I
out of
didn't
better
say that.
on.
Ah, we're gone.
That would be so out of character if she did say
Ah,
that.
We're here.
Ah,
Oh
you
my
scared me.
Everything is a gray.
So-
gray.
Why?
Wait.
Moving full speed is guaranteed damage. Just gonna go ahead and throw that out there because you're contending with vines and puddles of acid.
All right, children.
So you must move at half speed to completely avoid it. This is not just difficult terrain; it's hazardous terrain. The damage that you would be taking depends where on the map you are. If you're in Bramble, it's 1 damage per square you move if you're going full speed. If you move through acid, it's 2 damage per square.
All right.
Okay.
hold on. Let me. I've been since I've been doing so much scouting, I've decided to kind of start specializing in it. So hold up, I'll try to find us a clear path that doesn't require much, hacking and cutting and burning. Turns
No.
to Layla.
And keep an eye out for
Are you
shiny,
sure?
shiny
I am-
people.
I mean, we might need
skipping along this branch that I am on right now.
we might need a little bit of burning, but let's try and keep that controlled.
You got it.
Let's
Only one
fire.
hand.
Dial it down. Dial it down.
I
We don't want to
don't-
light the forest on fire while we're in it.
I don't understand why not.
Hang on. If I have a question.
I was told once by a bear demi-human that only I could start forest fires.
If Layla and Nissa were to each get on either side of me and put one foot in this battle strap.
Yes.
And
And
hold
hold
on
Yes.
on to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't I just sit on you?
No,
No,
because
because
Gadget's gonna
However-
sit on me.
However, that's more weight, more stuff you're contending with.
Yes.
So you will take extra damage every other square if you try to move full
If I
speed.
try to move full speed, yes. Okay. So Crusoe's
I did
doing
I
his
did a little
Gadget Scout.
skipping dance.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Gadget's
so you guys
got
moving
a
through?
little saddle to
herself.
The Crusoe's just hanging on.
She's like probably sitting on your head at this point,
She's a child. Can't we do the whole child thing where she sits in the front of someone else?
or on a shoulder.
Yeah.
Everybody, get on the mule.
Yep, on you go.
Right, slap her on the ass. Let's go.
Yeah. Ow. Ooh. Ah.
Alright.
I will let Crusoe point out the safe way to me.
All right. So
I keep my eyes out for shiny people.
What skill check are you using for that?
My eyes.
Survival?
I meant
I
Crusoe
imagine
for
finding our
the
way
map.
through thick bramble and forest is going to be survival, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's your bonus?
+4.
Are you proficient?
I am doubly proficient, in fact.
Okay. I have a +4, but I'm not proficient, so you can aid me, but I can't aid you.
This is true.
I have a
Alright.
+5
Hey,
in
Leia.
nature.
Come up here.
Okay.
No burning yet,
I
but
was
we're
gonna
going to
say-
try and...
Well, yeah.
Only because you said yet.
So
So,
we'll
I
get
mean,
on even. We'll wait.
we'll wait.
Yes.
Nice.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna just not bother to
Yeah,
roll the
Yeah,
second
that's
one.
the best that you can get.
Yeah. That's Gillette. Actually, technically, you can get better if you rolled higher on that guidance.
True, but I don't think it allows me to re-roll the guidance.
No. So
Gillette.
yeah, you find a spot that's more along this route here,
Okay.
Okay.
and when
That's
the party
Where I
reaches
move.
right about here, you notice that there's several
Look at these-
marbles.
Look at these super bright berries all over these bushes.
I am figuring
There's-
no one has actually been in this area, so I'm gonna take some random nature checks and grab little samples as we're riding by slowly. but
All
surely.
she's grabbing is poison.
I mean, why
That's
was
okay.
that would
Yeah,
not
that's good.
surprise me in the least. Without me
So-
making a nature check.
Actually
Yes.
picking up stinging metals. Like, why are my hands stinging?
Ow, ow. So far, you're having a tough
Guidance.
time finding anything that might be safe. These ferns, you realize after you kind of like pluck a leaf off of it that they're razor verns.
Ah,
So they are super sharp. If you try to move too fast through them, they like to kind of like, I don't know if you've ever been in that kind of grass that nags against or drags against
Oh
you real
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like that, but it cuts you
like
instead.
Clingy grass or something.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate that.
But
This
you,
place is so
you guys
metal.
stop when you notice that there's several marbles in this puddle that's right next to you.
It's alive.
And you can see them kind of like swirling about.
Layla, burn it. No, wait, we're in a forest.
What's the problem?
It's like she's already got a
We're
torch
in
out,
the
starting to burn
forest.
things.
All
I
right,
don't-
so I'm
I don't
gonna,
understand.
I guess I'll just start.
flips the welding mask closed.
It doesn't.
Drawing
It's
the
not hostile towards you at the moment. It's just
Where
kind of-
did-
they're shifting about in there.
Where did you see the figure at?
Oh, right.
Not too much further past here.
Like
Is it possible?
in general direction, right, more towards the right side of the map, or more towards the left side of the
More
map?
towards the left side of this map.
Is
Okay.
it possible for me to tell how much longer those marbles have magic in them?
It's masked by the ooze.
Get out the way, ooze.
Stop it. Get
I mean-
some help.
I mean, it's not attacking us, and I doubt it will attack anything unless it gets provoked.
Yeah,
So
let's
we're
just
trying
avoid
to-
it. Let's
Trying
avoid
to
it.
shove it into a bottle.
Yeah.
So we're not stuffing it in jars.
Not this one, anyway.
Let's find that person first.
Yeah.
Are we shoving them in a jar?
I don't know yet. Depends.
Probably.
I want to guidance make a perception check. I want to see, like, is obviously we're in a bunch of like ferns, leaves. There's brambles everywhere, so like there's some sort of motion of some breeze, even if the air is fairly dead. Like trees still
Mhm.
move a little bit. Like when stuff falls into these puddles, does anything like seem to drop into them?
No, it gets brushed off the side. Like it hits the surface and just kind of
Okay,
goes off the
just-
side.
Sort of like
Oh.
slip and slides off.
Hmm.
It has no
Okay.
interest in.
Because I remember you said that they weren't eating the stuff they were in, so I was wondering if stuff that fell in just similarly was ignored. So there's like drag marks between the two.
Yes, and it looks like it's fresh. You see like, I guess, strands of acid kind of not quite settled to the ground yet. They're actually through some of the thorns and they're slowly drooping down.
Is the 18 high enough to see from here how many orbs are in that?
You don't see any from there, no,
Okay.
because they're marbles, but not.
Yeah. You would need to keep going in to see any more.
Onward!
Onward, mighty steed.
All right, keeping the same survival since no hostile actions were taken.
Mhm.
So you guys can move yourself there. And stopping here, you see kind of right after you get out of this pile of ferns, you see that there is a end of a blade, like a sword, in here, and a partially digested, I guess, wooden haft.
Oh.
You see that there is a pair of glowing gauntlets in it, and what looks to be like a chainmail shirt.
Oh no, did they get
Daddy
marked?
needs some new gloves.
Is there
And-
any sort of like indication of bones or anything in there?
No.
Okay.
And let's see here.
Have we seen any indication of like the bodies of these people that were
Oops.
supposedly dragged in here?
No.
Or it's like they just got completely dissolved or didn't happen exactly here?
It might not have happened exactly
Okay.
here, or it could have been complete dissolving.
This makes me think
and-
back. Sorry, go ahead.
As we're, oops, that was not what I was supposed to do.
This could be
Go.
problematic.
Maybe.
Okay, so
But
as you're standing there, you see this form begin to rise up from this large puddle of ooze, which begins to kind of retract in. And as it does so, the chainmail shirt kind of lifts with it, and the gauntlets come up as well.
Oh.
And out come the gauntlets, making two gauntleted hands. And the
well, that's a new
large
trick.
the large blade begins to surface, and this thing seems to have several marbles in it, and they kind of shift to its front, and it looks up at all of you, and it looks like it is trying to figure out what it's supposed to look like, as some of it is like stretching out to try and make the horse form of Miri.
Because we're all stacked on Miri.
Yeah, so it's just like it's and all it happens
no.
is just the marbles kind of turn sideways and just blip, 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 blip.
Processing.
Pick one. Don't try to do all. Pick one. Just one.
Are you talking to the slime?
Yes. Because this
It's
is
an intelligent thing.
This is
Is it?
cool. This is really cool. Just look at one of us
Blip, blip,
and try
blip,
to make
blip,
it.
Boo.
Yeah.
Boo.
got two.
There we
You
go.
got- Yeah.
And I'm not just like, I give it away. I'm like,
Yeah. Boo.
It's trying to
That's
be me.
This is way beyond my
Liz,
my low zone of normal.
What are you trying
like-
to say?
Gadget is like.
And
kisses the
Use
You
your
see-
words.
You see its head as it's like tilting down, and it's looking up at Miri, and two large gobs of ooze begin to start to kind of like droop down.
No, higher.
Bloop.
Chris was just over here like, what the fuck?
Out of its hand, the blade slides forward from the gauntlet. You just hear the
No. Miri is backing up a little bit. She doesn't want anyone else to get hurt. Oh, what the fuck is doing me?
me?
You're stabbing
How did that happen?
Did you
It's been
accidentally
duplicated.
copy yourself?
There's a sign!
There we go. No.
I'm pretty sure no, you accidentally.
Layla steps down off of Miri and is like, one of y'all want to talk?
It just...
What was that? It just dissolved
Like she
in
didn't
your
step
hand?
closer
Yeah,
to
it
She just
dissolved
stepped
at you.
sideways.
It
like
dissolved.
it just saw this thing split.
Now there's two of them.
Yeah, and it's just like chopping with its long sworded gauntlet hand.
Miriam like holds her hands up. No. I don't want to fight Ash.
It's making horse noises.
Yes.
Gadget, can you actually talk this thing down?
I mean, I
Guys,
can talk at it. I don't know if it's gonna.
I mean, it all depends if it even understands what we're saying to it.
I think it.
I think
I think
it's
it's
trying.
trying.
Out of its other gauntleted hand, it takes this half dissolved haft and just and just like tosses it towards Layla.
ah!
It
Towards, not at.
Who's
no,
throwing
it's
handles?
at. So it hits you with a 24 to AC.
Wow.
Jesus, he
And
threw
it's
that
just
hard.
it's just and then, like
It's not like an
and
attack.
and then
it
with
just
its
threw it at you.
with its hand with its sword hand, it just kind of
I think it's telling you to get back.
goes
Yeah,
Oh,
move
you
back.
know what would be
and then it
crazy?
like it's trying to scoop forward like
You know what would be crazy right now? Is if everyone jumped off of me.
So wait, when I stepped
Follow it?
back, now it's saying go this way. Layla steps back to where she
it
was.
was like pointing. It's pointing at the stick.
Okay.
You want the stick back.
I think it's trying to make me play fetch.
Miri's just like towards
Well, go
Nessa.
get it.
Do you understand?
Don't make it wait.
Layla just stares.
I'm
I'm
a
not a dog.
She grabs the stick. Do you want it back?
Or do you want to throw it?
Like
Do
its
the
head,
motion for
its head's
throwing.
like bubbling.
Do you want
At
it
this one
back, or
time,
do you
like,
want me to throw
Sometimes
it?
it bubbles too much and like has to reform.
Do you want me to throw it, or give it back? Just tosses it.
One of her, she forms a tentacle that just kind of goes and sucks it back in, and she takes it and she throws it at Layla again.
I think they're playing catch.
24 again.
like right between, just right in the forehead. Tonk.
So this time it leaves slime on you, but it doesn't burn.
Oh, Miri is
Ugh.
just like looking up at Gadget, who's still on her head herself.
She's like,
All right,
We
hold
should-
up a second.
I
I
need
know
to
that we
check
came out
something.
here to get this ooze,
Right.
right?
Why she not burn?
But
But
what
How-
if
we
we
make
make
what
what if we can communicate with it
and have
have
So-
some voluntarily come with us?
I'll have you know, one of the reasons that during the first session I had like no money whatsoever is because I spent it all on just a. Layla is also kind of a hoarder, so she has a ton of just random weird things. So she like, but they're all very neatly in her bag. So she picks the stick up and then goes, "Do you want the stick, or would you rather have?" And opens her bag and starts going through things one at a time. Like shows a flask of oil, puts it back, then
Every
shows.
time you show something new, it like tendrils out in excitement.
Okay, then
Oh,
shows
it's adorable.
then shows a bag that has a ton of marbles in it.
So on that one, I'm going to need a dexterity save.
Okay.
Oh no.
Probably gonna
Oh no.
This is a bag of 1,000 tiny little
Oh my
marbles.
lord! It's
But they're
gonna
not
put
magical,
itself
right?
into
They're not
a
magical.
They're not
regular-
magical.
They're just regular old marbles.
Okay.
It doesn't know that.
No, it doesn't know that.
I do have guidance still.
So a tendril reaches out to swipe the bag, and you're like, "Huh, huh,"
You gotta play nice.
and it's just.
And she takes out 5 of the 1,000 and tosses those 5.
5 different tendrils. And it starts
Takes out
juggling
10 and then
inside
does
of its head. 10 tendrils go out, and then now it has 15 juggling around in its head.
Takes out 20 and throws it.
20 tendrils, and it
Layla
uses,
is now very intimidated.
and now it has, what is that, 25?
35.
35 marbles inside its head, and now it has the means to make a face.
That's
So,
fucking creepy.
It does the best it can, which is basically, I'm just going to draw it out here.
Alright. At that, Layla's going to take the half of the bag and give it the other half, so it now has 500.
Okay, so at first it's like
Hundred.
making just this face,
What is happening?
and then it lets all 500 kind of like fall to the ground, and just uses one wave of its slime to just rake them in.
Layla's
And,
like, oh, thank goodness it has some limitations.
and they travel upwards through the slime, and it starts making a more, slightly
Solid.
more realistic face. Yeah, a more solid face.
So, Miri's idea. I know that we needed to take some of this stuff back to our town, but what if we could communicate and bring them back voluntarily?
So right as you finish the word voluntarily, it spits one of these marbles out towards a tree. As it bounces off, it catches it with a tendril. And then it bubbles excitedly.
Oh, this is. Miri, she's just like, stop, like, give me the jug.
Give me the jug.
I'm
I'm
putting
putting
it back. Give me the jug.
The jug.
Needs
I
to
don't-
join its father.
What if we just put a... What would it do if we just put an empty jug down? Just like gave it a jug.
Oh,
Put
put
the
the marbles in the jug.
Just give it a jug. No, just
Yeah,
see what it does.
I mean, yeah.
Then it becomes like
a-
then it becomes like a genie in a bottle. It's like,
You're like,
woo!
hold on. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
I get down. I get out get it out of my backpack. Be like, hey, you want this jug? And I put it down.
So there's a gallon glass.
You can
jug.
incite it, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I will
So
also insight.
it starts moving towards the jug and puts a tendril into it and kind of just takes it back out. It is currently not hostile. It's almost like a child.
Exploring.
Yeah,
fun
it's not hostile at all towards you. It probably was right at the start with the whole sword hand, but it's retracted that blade and is more curious now. It's not acting as protective, I guess, or defensive.
Is there a way for me to like? Because I know it absorbs magic, is there a possible way that I can use magic to communicate with it?
Possibly, you could give me an Arcana check. Meanwhile,
I have a
Groove
plus
is
it,
seven.
it keeps doing the over and over
Just
into the
making
jug.
noises.
Yeah, and it
Is
pulls
the
jug
marble
forward.
face changing as it's doing it?
No, it stays pretty much the same. It doesn't
Aw.
really.
You're gonna net.
It doesn't
20
know
Arcana?
emotion just yet.
Nissa is using that 20.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's
Oh,
your?
Well,
What's your,
wait.
what's
At least
your
roll
modifier?
your Arcana first. You might get a nat 20.
Fine.
Guidance.
Close.
Okay.
All right.
Well, roll your D4 anyways.
Yeah. So right now it's 25.
D4 is a triangle. Go.
All right. So 28. So as
you
it's
need to
messing around,
Higher than
I was-
that. I mean, I
as-
can get a 27, but that's.
as
I was
it's-
just going to say if I need to confirm that or not, but I think I don't with skill checks.
no, it's yeah, it's just for attacks. So you're watching it kind of pull this jug into it, and it's constantly like making bubbles inside of its body into the jug, and they kind of like bloat out forward. And on one of these bloat outs, you see the chain shirt a little bit better, and you see the like a gleaming silvery magic enchanting this blade, this chain shirt. And then you look at the gauntlets and realize that they're likely magic as well. You can see several gemstones on them. The blade itself is not magic, and neither is the stick. So it seems like this thing can choose when to activate its acidic properties. As far as the jug goes, it's just messing around with it. As far as communicating with it magically, it's possible. You would have to make intelligence checks to try and effectively communicate.
I'm out.
That. I got that.
I mean, I have a brain too.
I have a brain too,
Plus
you know.
5.
I have a 0. Go for it. Miri is just as entertained by this thing.
You can both try to communicate to it
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
this case, because it's just intelligence checks. It's not a
It is
skill check.
Not Gruzo's area of expertise by any means.
All right, I
Miri
will try. I will try with what's her face? Gadget. There we go. I'm sorry, my brain's starting to shut down.
All right.
I mean, I can literally just make magical items, not
Yeah. You can tell though, like that these particular items are
Guidance.
what's giving it its lifelike properties right now.
Oh.
Let's
So
wait. Oh, that's the wrong. That's the wrong. No. That's the wrong. That's the
13.
wrong thing. No, that's the wrong thing. I rolled wisdom, not trying to roll intelligence.
So it needs a magical item.
Oh, it didn't roll on your screen anyway, so I guess it
Mm-mm.
doesn't matter. Okay. Intelligence into the box. What the fuck? Okay. I guess I'll D4 that just so it's better than nothing.
Okay.
That was awful.
So 13 is the high one there. It kind of splashes down once you start trying to essentially mess with magic in front of it. It gets defensive, but it can tell that you're not being hostile towards it. It doesn't seem to have a way of properly communicating back. It's you think it's starting to understand you, but it doesn't know how. It knows how to like blub
Yeah.
and hiss, but it doesn't know what vocal communication is, and it doesn't have control over the magic inside of it enough to communicate back.
So what we could do is that we could do it with a yes and no thing, where it's like blub for yes, hiss for no,
Well,
kind of thing.
yeah. Miri was about to just be like exaggerating, like yes, and like smiling and nodding, and then to a no with like frowning and angry eyes.
It kind of just backs up at the no.
Nissa, do you have comprehend languages?
I do not.
Okay.
Okay, so at this point in time,
This.
Yes.
it slithers over to Gruzo,
Oh.
and it kind of just, and when it does that, it takes his form.
Ooh.
Nice.
Which one's the real one?
This is kind of Ditto face here.
Mhm. Marble face.
Just
Oh,
like
empathy. What is
uh,
that? Let me.
Gruzo do the whole thing where he leans one way
Oh, it's
leans the
the
other way.
Mm-hmm.
and like lifts a hand and then rapidly switches hands.
It copies you as best it can until a tendril starts to like float out from its neck area and kind of like move over Gruzo, and then stops at his hands and then splits so that way he can study both of his hands a little bit better.
I have a DM question.
Mhm.
So, mechanically speaking, Channel Divinity has specific uses, but text-wise, it's explained as you gain the ability to channel divine energy directly from your deity, using that energy to fuel magical effects. Then it gives you your specific effects. Is it possible to channel divinity simply to channel the energy into something?
Yeah, like channeling energy.
Yeah, like to just literally put magical energy into the blob, because you
Yeah,
say
it used to be a thing in previous settings where it was just channel positive or negative energy. Yeah. absolutely.
Is that so? That is a possible option then of something I could
Yeah.
do if it
Since
was
this is a
let me.
non-damaging effect, yeah, absolutely. And it at this point in time has made its way over to Layla and it's plopped into her form as best as it can.
Okay.
And its tendrils are studying your hands as well.
So Layla will say this aloud to the party and say, "Somebody who's smarter than me, does this sound like a horrible idea?"
Does what sound like a horrible idea?
To channel magical energy into it.
Like without me
Magic.
yeah, without me asking, like my mind immediately goes it's probably a bad idea, but I would ask first if I can check.
I would
that.
assume it'd be an Arcana check.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it'd definitely be an Arcana check
Mhm.
on that.
But I mean, it is divine energy, so it might be a religion check.
I mean, I can
For
do
you,
both.
it would be religion.
I can do both if you want me to.
I can try a religion check while they try an Arcana.
I would
So as I said, it's studying where it smells the other slime.
yeah.
Okay.
Earlier, I was up for opening up that jar.
Guidance.
I didn't finish typing that out, so that's what I was going to say.
Okay.
I shockingly rolled decently on religion as well.
Strange that you have a -1 in
Yeah, why do
something.
you have a -1 as
Because
a...
I have an 8 intelligence, and religion is
Yeah.
intelligence
Ah, I
Yeah.
instead of.
see. Okay.
I'm trained in religion. If
So-
you want me to roll that as well?
It recoils a bit.
Yeah. Well, if
but
it
it senses.
seems
Well, it stops after a moment, as it basically it insight checks you and it passes. It realizes that you're not trying to be hostile, so it just like sidles up a little bit and lets you do what you're trying to do.
okay. With my religion check, does it seem like this is a terrible idea, or because of the fact that I would be channeling divine energy from Hylos, it seems like there's only so much something could use that energy to do that would not be like you couldn't obviously use that divine energy for pure evil or something.
Right.
I mean,
no, it's
Gadget's
going to be
chaotic,
taking
or Gadget's chaotic, so she's like, "Do it, man."
it's going to
Offer-
be taking the
offer.
energy. The energy won't once it gets used into this creature will not have an alignment. It's just
Yeah.
magical energy.
Mhm.
But the way it's been acting, you don't feel like it would do something hostile. It's not
Alright.
like giving it magic is going to turn it against the party at this point in time.
Then I will
We're past the
use-
stage of hostility.
Then I will use one of my 2 uses of channel divinity to actually I think I only have 1 use at this level. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to use my channel divinity to just pump energy, magical energy into it.
And Nissa, you with your Arcana check are able to help with that by channeling some just general arcane magic into it, similar to what you would normally do with like magic missile, but
Right.
without any of the damaging effects. You're just making the ley line connections essentially. The slime, it at first seems to go a little bit crazy, like it shakes a lot, and you hear almost like a hum from it
Oh,
as it's taken this magic in. And yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah,
that'd
I was
be
about to
the
say.
saddest thing ever.
So you eventually you do take your hands off before it kind of like you think you put too much, which you didn't, and it's looking forward at Layla and then to Nissa and then down to Gadget and says, "Cool."
Yeah,
What?
cool.
His
Oh.
first word! I'm so proud.
Miri is like taking the jar from Lilo's
I
backpack.
go like this, high five.
It just
It's like we go like this. It means friends.
and they just go between each other.
Me to my hand, your hand to my hand, and means we're friends.
and splashes
Yeah.
through.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it can partially understand us now, which is better.
I am
Do
uncorking.
Do you want the rest of my marbles?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's acting like a
What?
parrot now.
Layla gives it the rest of the marbles. I've lost my bag of 1,000 marbles.
It
You
takes
can get
them
another
and just
bag of marbles.
it now has a much better functioning mouth, but it's very much like the mouth simulator game.
Oh,
So
man,
like
weird.
as it's
Is it
trying to
the-
talk, marbles kind of fly out, and then it like tendrils them back in.
Yeah, we need to give it an actual skull or something.
But
I don't just carry a. Do you?
I don't.
You
I'm
just
saying,
carry
that's
around a
nothing.
skull?
I
No.
mean, apparently in Baldur's Gate, Vex does.
Yeah.
I have
Um,
5.
If it's easier to understand what we're trying to say, then I would like to see if I can get a dialogue with it and ask it if it's seen any of the people that used to camp here.
Yeah.
Which way? Where?
Whoa.
It
You
ate
now.
them.
Okay.
Did they attack you?
Holds up the blade hand and the axe.
So yes,
Oh,
they
that
attacked.
answers that.
Was it?
They were
I s-
probably on watch and saw it and attacked.
But where are they now? Are they just dead or what? Because their bodies aren't here.
Absorbed.
Yeah, it's them now.
I don't know if you have noted this, but Miri has taken the jug and is uncorking it.
Okay.
She's sitting down on the ground now and uncorking it next to the
A-
bottle.
A tendril really quickly pulls the rest of the slime acid stuff out, and it gains a little bit more volume.
Please don't feed it
I'm
more.
sorry, Grisso!
So, I guess we're gonna have to send him
Grisso get his
here.
glove back.
Is there anything left of that glove?
There's
the
like 3
gloves-
fingers left.
The gloves on the inside of the Uzi boy. Can we get those?
Just keep it. We're gonna have to tell your buddy to come here to research this thing, because I don't think that's fitting in a jar.
And
And I don't think it's safe to bring back to town.
We
So
visit
it hops
you
on
again.
Layla.
No!
God.
This slime is gonna take ages to get out of this fur.
And-
you just met.
And it's kind of like sinking downwards, it's trying to stay up on her, but it doesn't have enough to hold form.
What are you doing, Sprocket?
I don't know what that cat was doing.
Layla opens her bag again. Layla has a lot of stuff, guys.
I'm getting that. I'm sensing that.
She takes out her 2 10-foot collapsible poles. and collapses
Tinkerer's tools. I
collapses
can
the
work this
poles
out.
collapses the poles to make like a stick figure like body. Then gives it to it. So it's
I
just
have
like
Tinkerer's tools, man.
well, use your tinkerer's tools to articulate the poles better.
All right, I got this.
I still got so many questions, but it keeps doing things.
Yeah.
It's yes.
It
Bad
knows
when
Layla
I'm
has the
like-
cool stuff, so it keeps
suspended
going
Yeah,
after
so
me.
we're-
something.
What other things do
I could
have?
I could entice it with like if it answers my questions, I give it more magic.
So it hops down next to Nissa.
Oh, I guess that works.
We need to see if it lives
here
here
to have the other guy come here to study it.
It's just holding its hand out at me.
Yes,
They
they
want
want
magic.
magic.
He said you'd give it magic.
Yeah,
Oh!
I will give you more magic in a minute. Just answer me these questions, and I'll give you some more. Okay?
Answer me these questions 3.
Are there any more of you that can move like you can? It doesn't know about the other one we saw.
Layla takes out a piece of chalk. Do you know how to write?
You're stealing my questions.
Bloop.
Gives it the piece of chalk anyways.
The chalk disintegrates.
Yeah, it's a chalk. What are you doing?
Wait, shit. I
I've got a lot of-
You would have a better
I
idea.
have a lot of
The-
chalk.
The second thing I would ask it would be, where did it come from?
Bloop.
It doesn't know that. I'm actually thinking aloud. I'm also thinking that's what Nissa would say aloud as well.
Mhm.
It'd be like, it could be that it doesn't really have a mind of its own until it gains magic. So wherever it came from, it probably wasn't aware until it got all the stuff.
Okay. So
Do you
we
want to
have
come with us?
there we go. So we are reaching the end of the night, or we have reached it. It is willing to go with you. It doesn't know where it's going, but it's happy to have met non-hostile creatures, and it is more curious than anything else. So,
Like me.
yeah, when you give it a rudimentary body, it is more than happy to not just walk with you, but it dissolves things out of the path so you guys can leave the forest easier on the way out.
Is it able to dissolve like the stuff in its path while leaving its like 10-foot pole mangled skeleton thing on our load?
Yeah.
I kind of want to
cool.
name. I'm calling it a
Yeah,
her now.
I was gonna ask it if it had a name, and
Bloop.
I kept getting talked over.
It
name is-
does not know.
It is now known as Aqua.
There you go.
But now it's gonna sing about Barbie Girl.
Oh god.
Brilliant.
Can we slap a cloak over it to kind of make it look like a person? That way no one's really conspicuous.
Sure, I'll give it another one of my things. I have 2 extra sets of common clothes in my bag.
It absorbs the cloak at first, not quite understanding
Like,
how this
look,
thing works.
Clothes. Clothes.
It just
On top.
shakes inside of it. Anyways,
Okay,
before it gets too late, we're gonna
No, we
have
gotta
to
keep
call it
playing.
a
We
night.
can't stop. No.
We're gonna call it a
Guys,
night.
Sleep.
Yeah, exactly. You're able to get it to come with you, and we'll deal with the rest of that. And what I'm probably assuming will be a lengthy intermission before we start next week's episode 4. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this adventure. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Bye, y'all.
everyone.
Good night, everybody.